Okay. Happy Tuesday, you guys. This is Heather with Fitness and Sport Evolution. Coming to you today to talk a little bit. So Tuesday, Thursdays are more stability, restorative movements that I want to shoot out to you guys. And we're going to talk about posture today. As we are kind of cooped up in our homes, sitting maybe a lot more, maybe not, maybe you're more active, but let's say, you know, we are home, we have the TV going, Netflix playing, and our posture is like this. Or you're on your computer more these days because you are now working from home and you're like this all day on your computer. It seems like everything in life is out of the front of our body, which then makes us, as we get older and move more and more that way, makes our posture like this, okay? That leads to a lot of chronic issues. It could be shoulders, it could be back, it could be core related. I've found that a lot of the time it's shoulder related to our bad posture, shoulder and back. So I'm going to go through a few exercises today with you to improve our posture, okay? I'm going to keep the core component out of it today and focus mainly on the thoracic spine, which is kind of that mid-back area, that hunched over area. So with our posture like this, what's happening is the front of our body is tightening and the back of our body is weakening. Okay, so we want to counteract that. So we want to open the front of our body and we want to strengthen the back of our body. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few movements working on mobility of the thoracic spine, the mid-back, mobility and openness of the front of the body, the chest and the front of the shoulders mainly. And then I'm going to show you two of my most favorite posterior chain, meaning back of the body exercises utilizing a band. All right, so let's get started with the foam roller. So you may or may not have a foam roller at home. If you don't, I encourage you to get one because this is like a free massage, you guys, okay? There's so much you can do on this thing to increase blood flow, to work on muscle loosening. We are going to roll down onto our mid-back, okay? And just, if you have a foam roller, roll forward back a couple times. The main thing with posture and the foam roller is getting into the lats. Okay, it's almost like you're rolling out underneath the armpit, and you're going to be surprised that you could feel a couple like lumps, a couple muscle scar tissue possibly, but you're going to find that this might not be very comfortable. You don't have to sit in here very long, but just get in there and get that loosened up a little bit, okay? So you're going to do both sides, and once you do both sides of rolling out, maybe 20 seconds each, you're going to do a T-spine crunch. All right, so we have our cervical spine. We have our thoracic spine, which is the mid-back. So we want to really focus on that thoracic spine, okay? We don't want the pelvis tilting forward and back, okay? This is our lumbar spine. We don't want to involve that. So we're going to fuse this and work on moving through that thoracic spine. So here's what the T-spine crunch looks like. You're going to open this very, very minimal range of motion, close, open. Do you see how it's taking my spine into the opposite movement of poor posture? I'm opening backwards, and this also opens through the front of the shoulder and the chest. I like to do about 10 total T-spine crunches. And do you also see how I'm working up my shoulder blades a little bit? You have the range from right at the bottom of your shoulder blades to right at the top. You don't want to like get in on the neck, but you have that mid-back region to work those T-spine crunches on. Remember, it's very minimal range of motion. You do not want to be doing this thing where you see your lumbar spine engage, okay? Lock here and move that upper mid-back spine, okay? So that's the T-spine crunch. So we're gonna get into opening the front of the shoulder and the chest now. So again, you're gonna take that foam roller, you're gonna lay on it, your hips, you see, and your head are gonna be supported lengthwise on the foam roller. Arms are here, you're gonna think about pushing your belly button down into the foam roller. So your core is nice and engaged. And your shoulder blades, you don't want them to come up, you actually wanna pull them back and down. You don't want them up to your ears either. So lock those shoulder blades back and down, get your belly button pushing into the floor, and then you're gonna open the chest. And then you're gonna close. And I like to do about 10 of these before a warm-up, especially an upper body workout. So after 10 of these, then we're gonna work into the lats again. So we're gonna bring our arms overhead, but what I see happen a lot of times when people do this is their back comes off the foam roller, okay? Do not allow that to happen. Keep that back in contact with the foam roller. Don't force your range of motion. I am very tight in my lats, being a whitewater kayaker. So this to me is as close as I can get to the floor. Notice how my right is even farther up here because of a shoulder injury. So your goal is to eventually get your thumb to touch the floor, but don't force it. Just work with what your body is giving you currently and work on improving that. I do 10 here and then I'm done, okay? So those are your mobility exercises that I want you to focus on for the thoracic spine. We are gonna move now into 2 exercises with the bands. And honestly, you guys, these are my most favorite exercises ever. They're called T's and A's, okay? I probably have most, if not all of my clients doing these 2 exercises. You can see the band on the wall here. This one is a high anchor. This one is kind of a belly button anchor, okay? So we're gonna start with A's. I'm gonna make a capital letter A, and you're gonna see that. The A is made at the high point, so your high anchor, your arms are straight, your shoulders are back, your core is tight, and you're gonna pull your arms down towards your side, and this is a capital letter A. You're gonna release, and you're going to pull and release. So the muscle group I'm focusing on are the lats. The lats are the muscles that kind of hold our shoulder blade down so this doesn't happen, okay? If these guys are strong, they're gonna pull the shoulder blade and anchor it down. So that's why the A's are very, very important. Notice how I had straight arms and I wasn't like this and I didn't do this. I didn't force anything. Less is more when it comes to band work. You don't want those big muscle groups like the deltoids, those muscles to play a role. You want light resistance so those stabilizer muscles work, okay? So less is more when it comes to bands. So standing tall, so when you pull, don't let the rib cage flare open either. You want this nice and tight. You want your shoulder blades back and down, and you're gonna pull the band down to your side. Notice how I pause for just a second, and then I release. Pull, release. Again, working the lats, not pulling with the arms. All right, so next we're gonna go to the T's. I'm gonna first show you what the movement is. All right, so notice I have a good solid stance. My core is nice and tight, just like the A's. My shoulders are back and down, just like the A's as well. My thumbs were up. I was holding on to the resistance band. Less is more. And you're gonna pull, not with your arms, but if you watch my shoulder blades, you're gonna pull and squeeze the shoulder blades. You're not just gonna use the arms. See the difference? This is the arm pull, and then this is me using my shoulder blades to pull, okay? So the importance of that one is it works the rhomboids, these guys right here in the middle of the back. These muscles are what pull your shoulders back. And then the A's, the lats, are what ground your shoulders down, all right? So those two movements, A's and T's, together help create a healthier posture and a healthier body positioning for those shoulder blades. All right, so today it's all about the good posture. Core is a very important component of that, but I'm gonna touch base on that in a different little segment. So for now, work on mobility of the thoracic spine, the mid-back. Work on opening the chest, front of the shoulders, and work on strengthening the back. All right, you guys, I hope this helps you out at your home workouts. Have a great day, and check in tomorrow for something a little bit more intense. All right, have a great day, you guys. Thanks for joining me.